Now, today's video, we are helping the Golden State Warriors get back to the promised land. Now, you're probably asking, Kenny, why are you helping this team that just dominated the league for half a decade? It's mostly because I'm a nice guy. And if you need a help, if you need a nice GM, I'm your guy. So that's what we're doing in today's video. So obviously, the Warriors went to 5 straight finals. They win 3 of them, which is dope. But now things are looking a little bit different because Steph Curry just broke his wrist or hand and he's out for at least 3 months. Right here it says 4 to 6 weeks. It's about 3 months. Klay Thompson's out for this entire season. Draymond Green has a little injury where I think he tore a ligament in his finger. So I'll add that injury. And the rest of the roster, once you get rid of those 3 guys, absolutely trash. We still do have D'Angelo Russell. We have a young Jordan Poole. But these guys like Alec Burks hasn't done much in his career for you to think, hey, this is the year he's going to help a team. No, same thing with Glenn Robinson. I mean, you know, he's having some decent numbers, best because he's got so much opportunity now. And then the bigs are bad too. They got Marquise Chris, who's been here and there since he's been drafted. They got Eric Pascal, who looks pretty solid for them, but they could definitely use my help. So today's video, my goal is to try to get them another championship and a semi-realistic rebuild. All right, well, you may see some stuff you're like, man, that'll never happen, which is fine, but I want to keep the blueprint what they should do in real life. So in my eyes, this is something I think they will do, is they're going to shop around D'Angelo Russell once December 15th hits, because that's the earliest he can get traded. You shop him around for teams that are borderline that could use a point guard, and there's actually some teams out there that could use a point guard like him. All right, so let's just look around the league for contenders for him. The Magic can 1000% use him because he can score the ball, and right now the Orlando Magic are struggling to score the ball. They're like dead last in every single possibility when it comes to scoring the ball. So you can use a D'Angelo Russell. That's the first team. Second team can be like the Detroit Pistons. They don't really have a guard other than Derrick Rose, of course, who they like coming off the bench to give them buckets, and that could be a place. The Suns are a weird situation because, yes, I think it would improve their team, but they're playing so decent right now that I don't know if they would want to make any more trades, but Devin Booker and D'Angelo Russell as a backcourt could be decent. And then the Timberwolves is the big win because Karl-Anthony Towns really needs a good point guard, and they're actually playing good basketball themselves, but once you're playing good basketball, you make a trade, you could get up to great basketball, so maybe they're a team we make a deal with. But we can't make any deal until December 15th. Now, what I will do right now is, of course, like I said, I'm going to add that injury to Draymond Green, and I'm going to simulate to December 15th, see who could use a point guard and see who can't. Okay, so we are at December 15th. We are 8-20, which is actually better than I expected. They beat the Kings recently. Of course, they beat the Bulls because the Bulls suck. They beat them twice, actually. They beat this Miami team. 2K never gives Miami love. Either way, it's time to trade D'Angelo Russell. And my idea, first of all, the reason we're winning games because D'Angelo Russell's averaging 31 and 8 assists. So we need to get him off the team ASAP if we're trying to tank. And I know the front office of this team say they're not trying to tank. Let's be real. It just makes more sense to tank and get a high pick. So let's take a look at some of those teams I mentioned we may try to make a deal with. Out west, we do have the Timberwolves. They're still decent enough to make the playoffs, but a trade for D'Angelo Russell can really put them over the hump and, you know, get them as one of the top seeds. Out east, I think I said the Detroit Pistons and the Orlando Magic, both of which are kind of struggling right now. The Orlando Magic have lost 5 in a row, which is crazy. But I want to try to do a trade with the Timberwolves. I want to get rotational pieces. Now, people think if I'm trading a star like D'Angelo Russell, an all-star like D'Angelo Russell, I should get an all-star back in return. That's not what we're doing in today's video. I need to get decent rotational pieces to help us out. Because if you look at our roster, other than Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson, the rest of this team is doo-doo. And their lack of bench and lack of depth could be the downside of this team in the long run. So let's try to get a guy like Robert Covington. Robert Covington is making like a small amount of money compared to how impactful he is. And we're going to try to get him. We'll take a bad contract in Gorgui Dieng. But I also want one of the young guys. Whether it be Jarrett Culver or Josh Okogie, give me one of these young guys. Jarrett Culver's averaging about 13 points per game for them. In real life, he's struggled so far in his NBA career, but again, he is a 20-year-old rookie, so he's got a long time left to figure it out. But for a team like them, they get D'Angelo Russell back. I also give you Willie Cauley-Stein to get that backup big man because you are giving me your backup big. But also, since I'm taking that 2-year contract from Gorgui Dieng, I want a lottery protected first. They want a second, and they'll give me 2 firsts. That's hyper unrealistic. I'll take that. I'll give you a second. Right now, this is our deal. Willie Cauley-Stein, D'Angelo Russell for Robert Covington, Gorgui Dieng, Jarrett Culver, and a first-round pick. They want Amari Spellman, but I don't want Jeff Teague. The reason I don't want Jeff Teague, because, again, I'm trying to think about it realistically for this team. Their starting lineup could look like Jeff Teague, D'Angelo Russell as shooting guard, Wiggins, Noah Vonleh, I guess, or Jake Layman, and Cat. That's a good starting five. I don't want to take your starting point guard away. If you really want Amari Spellman, fam, you can have him. They just want to give me Jeff Teague so bad. Oh my God. Their backup point guard right now is Shabazz Napier, who is decent but not as good as Jeff Teague. Can we just not do that? But you're not interested. Okay. All right, whatever. At this point, no matter what I do, they just want to give me Jeff Teague. And I don't want to take Jeff Teague away. I really don't. I don't want to take Jeff Teague away from y'all. Okay. So now they want to give me Shabazz Napier, which is a bit better. But I also don't want to take I'm not taking 2 first-round picks from y'all. Just take the pick. I don't understand. I'm making this deal better for you, and you're saying no? You know what I will do? Oh my God, you know what I just realized? Okay, we make D'Angelo Russell shooting guard. Now the Timberwolves should accept this deal, because maybe the reason they were trying to give me Jeff Teague, and they were like, we don't need another point guard. So if I make him a shooting guard, give me the exact same deal. It was this. I threw him, nope, I won't Kevon Looney. I threw you Willie Cauley-Stein. I said a lottery protected first. Okay, all right, let's try this one more time. We will give you a second. Okay, I will accept this deal. I'm going to accept this deal. Okay, now what I will do, though, again, I want to keep this realistic. I'm going to give them back Jeff Teague. I'm going to give them back Jeff Teague because it takes too much away from the roster if I don't. And this is the only time in the history of my videos where you ever see me do a trade override. You give us back that bum that we gave y'all. Okay. I guess I didn't really need a trade override, but let me go back and turn that setting off. Okay. So this is where our team is looking like right now. But as I mentioned earlier, we're going to tell Steph Curry, relax, take the year off, because we're trying to get this first overall pick. And we can't get that if you're playing, because you're kind of a god here. Draymond, you're good to play. I don't know if Draymond impacts the game as much as Steph Curry. Actually, I know he doesn't impact the game as much as Steph Curry. So we'll keep Draymond in the rotation. One last thing I will do is sign like a nice point guard. Not even a nice point guard, just a point guard. I'll give Cameron Payne we're giving Cameron Payne a contract, because if you want to tank, you throw Cameron Payne on your team. It's just a fact. It's the way things have gone for his entire life. So go to free agent. Cameron Payne is coming to the squad. All right, so this is our team. We will tank our butts off and be back soon. I mean, we do have the young guys here. I do like Jordan Poole. I don't know if I like him as a point guard, but he's starting for point guard for us right now because we're trying to lose as many games as possible. So I'll see y'all at the end of the season. The lottery is going to be our friend. Now, we do have that pick. Hold on. The Pistons want to give me a first-round pick for Gorgui Dieng. That's unrealistic. We're going to decline that. Okay, so it's all-star break time, and I did let Steph Curry get back into the rotation. But even since then, we're still not winning a bunch of games, which is cool. Oh! Okay. Got it. Put him back in the rotation for 2 weeks, and he tears something. Okay, got it. I should just close my mouth. We'll just see you at the end of the season, because Steph Curry's done for real now. The broken wrist, cool. 3 months, no big deal. That looked kind of... I didn't even read what it was. It said patella? I'm not liking the way what I heard or what I saw, but the tank is going on. All right, so the end of the season is here. Here are all the awards. Oh, Jarrett Culver won Rookie of the Year for us. He averaged 18, 6, and 3. Yes. I mean, he shot 40% from the field, 32 from 3. I'm very curious to see how the Timberwolves finished their season. Karl-Anthony Towns All-NBA? No, he did not make All-NBA, but D'Angelo Russell did. That's a good sign for them. D'Angelo Russell made All-NBA. He averaged 27 at the end of the season. So those are very good numbers for him. Did they make the playoffs? They made it as the 7th seed. Which is good. I mean, they made it, right? They made it. And it's a team that probably wasn't supposed to make it. And they ended up winning 42 games. They ended the season on a 4-game losing streak. So they were higher up, but then they failed because of that losing streak. But I'm curious to how did Cat perform? Cat got injured. Oh, there it is. How many games did Cat end up playing? 65. So he was injured for the last 17 games of the season. He was injured. And he should, what is it? He broke his leg. All right, so the good thing for them is that D'Angelo Russell's under contract, so they ain't got to worry about anything. Next year could be their year, but Cat breaking his leg, that's tough. That's tough because I'm guessing they were pretty good before he broke his leg. And as you can probably tell, I am playing on PC. That's why it's so fast with the simulation. And Paul George wins Finals MVP. Detroit made it to the finals without us giving them D'Angelo Russell. Interesting stuff. I think that's the second video in a row with that happen. So let's go to league meetings. So we declined everything. Now we go over to the draft lottery. Now, what is our chances here? We have, yes. Oh, the Nets. How do we get the Nets pick? Oh, did the Nets have our pick? No. Okay. This is how it is in real life. If it ends in the top 20, it's our pick. If it lands outside of the top 20, it's their pick. Obviously, it's landing in the top 20. It's going to land at 5. We literally dropped down to the lowest we could have dropped. Beautiful. Beautiful. Also with the 18th pick from Minnesota. And I think we have one more first, but maybe that was for the future. So I'm not tripping over the 5th overall pick. We did load in this draft class. So 5th overall pick could get us a center. I need this center. I need James Wiseman. James Wiseman would be the perfect guy to put on this team right now. He does a little bit of everything. And we need a center. Our point guard is stacked, Steph Curry. Klay Thompson's back at shooting guard. Robert Covington is at small forward. Draymond is at power forward. This center position is where it's at. So, looking at mock drafts, he's projected to go like 9th. They got him 9 there. They got him 7 here. But they got him 3 here. I think I got to trade up. I cannot mess this up. I need to trade up for it. They had him at 3. We have to trade up to 3. We'll give you that. I don't want to give up that other first round pick. Is there any world where you want Amari Spellman? Nope, we can't trade Amari Spellman. Is there any world where you want this guy? Allen Smith? Any world? Oh, okay, they did. They wanted him. Okay, so we did trade up to the 3rd overall pick, which is dope. Now we just got to hope that nobody takes him at number 1 or number 2. If they take him 1 or 2, I'm going to be so upset. So let's watch this fall out. First pick is Anthony Edwards. Okay, he goes to Cleveland where they already got 2 guards. Second pick, Cole Anthony goes to the Charlotte Hornets, where they already got 2 guards. Because I count Devontae Graham as one of those guys. Devontae Graham has been hooping this season. So they get another point guard. And now our pick is here. And with the 3rd overall pick, we're taking James Wiseman. I don't even care about any other options. 7'1" center out of Memphis. And then at the 28th pick, or is it 18th pick? Let's see who's up there for us. We need another. I guess we just take the best guy available. In this situation is Johnny. See, a lot of players just have weird names, man. Both of these guys are shooters. 6'7" and 6'7". I'll take this guy. I don't know why I picked him over the other. Maybe it was because I don't know how to pronounce his name. Maybe I'll learn his name throughout the course of this video. But that is our draft. James Wiseman is a 77 overall. And then with the 18th pick, we took this guy who's a 75. I'll take that. I'll take that. All right, so I think that was a good draft. And just like that, I feel like our team is back to greatness. Honestly, I think our team is back to greatness. Now, if I can somehow, only thing I have to do really is sign a quality backup point guard. And I'm good. We got a good backup shooting guard, Jared Culver. Good backup small forward, I get. Maybe we'll get somebody that's more of a vet than Johnny J. Yes, that's what we call him until I learn his name. Then we got Draymond and Amari Spellman. It's not great, but he's 22, so he should get better. And then at the center position, we got this 3-headed monster of just like 3 decent centers. So we got to find a good backup point guard. Frank Mason will be cool. He's still young enough where he can get better. So let's see if we can get Frank Mason. He wants $5 million a year. I'll give you a little bit less than that. Just take my offer. Just take my offer. And it's a team option. Just in case you suck, then we can not resign you. And then let's try to get a small forward, as I mentioned. Torrey Craig will be perfect. Okay, we got to, what's his only offer? Torrey Craig has one offer, and it was from the Nuggets, 1 year, 2.5. Okay, can I afford to go up to 2.51? Just by $100,000. Yes, okay, I love it, I love it, I love it. Just take both of those offers. Oh, we don't have enough to bring back Torrey, or bring in Torrey. But his offer's off the table. Oh, we just signed it for a minimum. We just saved a bunch of money. So we still have players that we have the cap, or like the cap hold on. I wouldn't be opposed to having Glenn Robinson come back, I guess. Marquise Chris as a fourth power forward or third power forward, not terrible. So yeah, let's just let these guys come back unless they get some other offers. All right, so here we are. Klay Thompson gets significantly worse. He drops down to an 85 overall, but he did, he tore something that's significant. I mean, I'm not going to say this is unrealistic, but Steph Curry's back and he's healthy. Draymond is back and he's healthy. Robert Covington's getting better. Jarrett Culver's getting better. That's dope. Gorgie Zhang is still on our roster. And then, yeah, we're good. Amari Spellman, as I mentioned, got better. We still got, Eric Pascal. We still got Jordan Poole. I like our team. I like our team a lot. Okay, so this is our team right now. We have Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Robert Covington, Draymond, and James Wiseman. Our sixth man is Jarrett Culver. Seventh man is Kevon Looney. We have Frank Mason. And then to round out our rotation, we got Johnny. I like this team a lot. Now, am I saying it's the best team in the league? Probably not. But I think we have a team. Let me take a look at, does it fit the system? Yes, it does fit the system. We still have Steve Kerr, who's an amazing coach in 2K. I don't know if he is in real life. I know he's a good coach, at least in real life. And it says that we're buying. So I'm going to turn it on so that teams, if you want to offer me something, we'll look. Oh my God. We have Gorgie Zhang on our roster. We'll give up this Jazz first round pick for something good. Yeah, nothing good. Okay, all right, we'll keep him. We'll keep him. So now it's just time to simulate. Let's make Steph Curry back our first option. Welcome back to the team, and let's go try to win a championship. So we are 40-11. So we're really tearing things up. I'm guessing Steph Curry's having an MVP type season. 28 points or 29 points per game. We'll round up. 7.5 assists, 5 rebounds, 50, 40, 90 club easily. So that's amazing. James Wiseman as a rookie is averaging about 19 and 10. Robert Covington is shooting the three-point well. That's really, when it comes to Robert Covington, defend and shoot the three-point well. And right now, he's having a career year percentage-wise from the three. That's all we care about. Jarrett Culver looking good. Draymond is doing Draymond things. He'll pick it up. Klay Thompson still shooting the ball efficiently. But just because we have, I want to guess the best record in basketball. Let's see. Yes, and it's not that close. I'm not saying that we're safe. We need to look at some trades. Why not? Why not just test the market, see a team that is selling, and see if we can snag one of their quality pieces. Selling Wizards, they don't really have anything I want. The Bulls are selling, they definitely don't want nothing I want. The Bulls can't win a game, and I ain't trying to bring none of that losing coach over here. Actually, Thaddeus Young. Thaddeus Young is very good. Thaddeus Young's the guy I'm looking at. Who else is on? See, the Heat never get any love in 2K. That's a good roster. Actually, they messed it up, didn't they? Anyway, we may trade for Thaddeus Young right here. Let's make it $13 million. And we still, yes, we have Gorgie Zhang. If I throw you a second, they're a selling team. They want a first. Okay, instead of that first, I'll give you another second. Give you 2 seconds. You can keep everything else. I don't want that player. Deal. All right, Thaddeus Young is coming to the team. And I don't know how Amari Spellman was playing this season. Actually, he wasn't even in the rotation. He has not played a single minute of basketball. Got it. So, after that, we bring him into the rotation. This guy's a rookie. He's playing decent. He's going to be a guy that we call on if we need a three-pointer, which is weird because we got so much three-point shooting. But Thaddeus Young slides into this team pretty well, I think. Defends well. And he's been shooting the ball better than ever. So I like that trade a lot. I mean, he's just a good backup to Draymond Green. So that could be, as weird as it may sound, that could be the trade to put us over the hump, even though we're already the best team in basketball. That could be the one that saves us. Anthony Davis won MVP, putting up some crazy numbers. Definitely deserved that MVP award. Anthony Edwards wins Rookie of the Year, putting up some crazy numbers. He deserves that award. Sixth Man of the Year, DeMarcus in Phoenix. Interesting. Nobody from us, but Markelle Fultz jumped up to 18 points per game. You love to see it. And we did not end up winning Coach of the Year, even though we had the best record in the league, ? Steph Curry, first team All-NBA. He's back to it. James Wiseman, first team All-Rookie, which is dope. Draymond, second team All-Defensive. We got somebody on every single team, baby. We ready to win a championship. Best record in the West. The Minnesota Timberwolves are the 5 seed. See, look, that trade helped them out, man. That trade really helped them out, and we may go against them in the second round. So they end up winning 46 games. They got a new point guard here who is a undrafted rookie. Put up pretty decent numbers. I can't be mad at it. D'Angelo Russell's still there. Wiggs is there, averaging 13. They bring in Kelly Olynyk to be their power forward. So they did a couple different changes to their roster. Josh Okogie looking good. See, I would rather have Josh Okogie starting at shooting guard than move D'Angelo Russell back to point guard, but I'm not running that team. I'm running this team. End of the season on an 11-game win streak. Steph Curry should have won MVP if we being honest with each other, but it is what it is. We're not going to be mad. We're just going to punch people in their face and win a championship. Let's get the minutes right. A lot of people are tired. That's tough. My best thing to say to you is destroy teams and you get some break. See, look, we just beat that team. Oh, the Timberwolves lost. We beat that team in 5. Beat that team in 5, baby. And so far, Klay Thompson's only averaging 13, and he's shooting not very good. But Steph Curry, come on, man. So we're going against the Houston Rockets. We've had the Houston Rockets number when it comes to playoffs for sure throughout the course of the last 5 or 6 years. And we go another 4-1. Utah Jazz, a more defensive team. We sweep them. Yeah, we swept them. We put up 146 points in game 4. Steph Curry, ridiculous. And we're going against the Bucks. The Bucks ended up with the first, second, third overall pick. No, they had the 3rd overall pick, and then we traded with them, and they took this guy 5th. Isaiah Stewart. Cool. So let's see how this goes. Oh, I see how it went. That's the championship, boys. Steph Curry adds another win in his first Finals MVP. In a game 4, he put up a 40-point triple-double, 10 made threes. We pretty much slowed Giannis down. I mean, 30 points is actually not slowing him down. We just stopped everybody else from scoring. But that's it. That's the video. The Warriors get another championship. And if you ask me, this team is still good for the future because, well, Steph Curry's 33. He's getting up there in age, but he'll still be great for 5 more years if he wanted to be. But James Wiseman and Jared Culver is for the future, baby. It's for the future. I'm out, y'all. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave it a like. I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.